it's not in every. And if you look, a person can generally apply for jury before they come being formally charged in Jamaica.
Hold on, Dino. Jim make a statement again that Vibes Cartel could apply for the judge.
Yes,
when the
judge accepted the verdict of a tamper jury, that was an issue that he could have stalled the verdict for many years straight to the Privy Council, and it would have damaged the shelf life of the evidence available to the prosecution.
That's not true. No, but we have to look at what is a judicial review. You know.
Thank you very much.
It's supervisor power of the court to examine whether a decision or action by a public body or authority is lawful. That's
why I said that about the judge in the Vibes Cartel.
Reasonable.
No, but the court is different. In the court is different. Citing case, I'm making a decision based on our authority.
Go further. It is not an appeal. An appeal merit is not an appeal.
No.
You just feel said the charge is coming against you is lawful. And you notice it said it's for purpose. Whatever purpose. Public bodies are charities lawful.
Or authority.
Reasonable.
Or authority.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only about public body. It says our authority.
Authority,
But the emphasis here, Jim, the emphasis here is to it is a tool used to ensure that the rule of law is maintained. Proper procedure is maintained. That's my understanding of it.
The law go further. It is not an appeal.
It's an appeal.
It's not an appeal.
So my understanding, it is a tool used to examine if the procedure is taken.
In other words, it's a decision-making process.
I think I agree with that about the decision-making process either.
The law says it is not an appeal on merit of a case, but a review is a decision-making process.
Yes, meaning that, and that come to say, Dino, that depends on the decision that was taken if the proper procedure was applied.
Right.
Thank you. That's how I see it. That is how I see it. So we can't. I'm cautioning us every day. We can't just come here and make some definitive statement and say, but Jim, I am now asking the question from the other day. You know, if the DPP is taking too long to act, you know, I'm asking that question. You know, I asked it this morning. Footer said, I think Dina had said whether they don't think it too. You said Dina, they don't think it's too long as yet.
About 40 minutes ago, you asked that question.
Yes. Did I ask you the same question to Dino? What do you think about the time?
You also remember the DPP officers have a lot of cases.
Yes.
But we have to either find a way to put certain cases separate and apart. We have to find a way how we can't keep dragging them like this.
That's why I'm calling on Sykes at this time, Dino, to look at his workload and see if he can maybe create a special 2 hour in a court per day. Maybe he can create an afternoon thing, saying that I'm from 1 o'clock, because hello, I have been talking to every time I say to them and I say, when it comes to traffic ticket court in Jamaica, cut out the rubbish about calling one batch of people for traffic ticket. When you call the traffic ticket court, ask the people who are pleading guilty. Go over this up. If you are not contesting, go over this up. Talk to one JP and move on.
Because we try to put everything in the RM court in Jamaica. That's garbage.
Garbage.
A ticket is a civil matter.
Civil matter.
No judge.
Get a JP. Yes. Come on. You get a ticket and forgot. You get a ticket and forgot to pay it.
If you plead not guilty and you realize it's bigger than the JP refers to the RM court. But you're wasting.
No, Dino. What I'm saying, Dino, if you come to pay the ticket straight,
go to the office.
Yes.
But if you don't want to do it that way and you want to make sure that you could have used a just JP to run the petty session for those cases if a person appeals guilty.
That's what I'm saying, Dino.
During the trial, you realize it's bigger than you.
But there's still, there are several cases with JP I deal with now too, Several cases with JP I deal with. But let it because you lose up and get more space, more time in the court.
When you visit these courthouses, The majority of persons are taxi and bus driver
Yes.
loaded.
Yes.
That is it.
Waste of time.
By 2 o'clock, the judge is frustrated and adjourn court. I said,
Waste of time.
Again, it's wasting of taxpayers' money and wasting time.
Waste of time. So right now, based on this thing, because Jim, I hear it in the voice, you're very strong on this one, and I'm with you in that these matters need, because what I'm saying here. Well, my point here, Dino, and you guys who are here, my point is that I think this thing is now affecting the whole governance structure,
Not thinking it out, doing that. It's doing that. When you say you think certainly, but it's doing that. We have evidential proof.
Because when you have 19 parliamentarians who are there to make law or under investigation for illicit enrichment, this is a criminal matter. You can't have people who are there now who is that? Who is that of this up? People there now are coming, I think, who's tainted. You can't do that. So we have to take some serious stand now.
Go further in England, we say after charge, you say once charges are filed, the matter becomes a criminal case and you would typically proceed through the criminal process. Example.
Yes, that's what I have been saying all along. All along, that's what I've been saying.
What you been saying?
That the normal procedure is for these men to be indicted in the courts, and if they are found guilty, if they are convicted, they have a right to appeal to our local appeals court and the Privy Council.
Right.
What is happening? What is happening here now? What is happening here now?
The judicial review give them an opportunity of applying before you are being charged. Because you feel that a charge is coming against you, whether by police or by something, it's not lawful. So the law gives a permission, so you can appeal it before. Not appeal. It's not an appeal. You can go
to 19. Did I say 19, cheese? No, it's not 19, 15. Did I say 19?
Yeah.
How we get the 19 from? Oh, 19%. I think the 19 come from 19%.
Yeah.
19% of the parliamentarian. So that's why, and the 19 is I don't know, cheese, where you get 8 from? It's 15. Cheese. I'm reading the Integrity Commission report. It's 15. It is 15 persons who are there cited for judicial. Where you get that from, cheese? It's 15, including a senator. So I mean, where you get that foolishness from. I have it right before me right now. So
well, you might read the old report. The old report just said 8. There was a report that mentioned 8, the old one that.
When I see these delays with public bodies like the Integrity Commission and the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, I wonder if our legislator directly cause these loopholes in the laws. Jim,
we have to be a little more tolerant. We have to be a little more tolerant.
Judicial review should not be available
every single
kind of
person
fashion,
in Jamaica, every single person is deemed innocent until proven guilty.
Presume, but it doesn't mean that they are not guilty. It says presume innocent until proven guilty.
You know something? I'm trying to understand. Why would you say that and then say that immediately after? Why would you do that? Why would you accept that argument and then immediately say you don't mean that they're guilty? Why would you say that?
Some persons would say the person is innocent until proven guilty, but that doesn't mean the person is not guilty.
But that comment that you're making, hold on, that comment that you're making about that doesn't mean the person is not guilty. That statement can't make this out, Jim.
Hold on, Jim. You twist this now. You agree, and then you say, but that. Now me
I said that.
But you can't use that. That is what Mr. Ingram has said. When you prove guilty of doing,
I understand Jimmy. I understand what Jimmy is saying.
No, what Jimmy is saying is correct. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty. It doesn't mean that you're innocent.
It doesn't mean you're really innocent.
Right.
No, but you can't use that term in
innocent.
Jamaica. You can't use that.
Hold on. If I witness a man take off a man's head, me stand up when it happen, and he go before the court and prove not guilty. You know, take off the man's head.
When you sit as an evidential evidence that go on to the person, would that have a case against the man who take off the man's head?
Right, so the statement is correct. He assumed innocent. But if you get a good lawyer,
you are proven guilty when when the court of law determines that.
Well, everybody.
So you say what you're saying to me? If I witness the crime, I'm not guilty, and am I high?
Let me say something about this public law decision. You know that even if the police charges you, you know that you can apply for a judicial review. The police is also a public body.
Yes.
So I am saying if judicial review is used by all defendants or 90% of defendants, I tell you that the criminal court should collapse.
Hold on. I mean, continue saying this, you know. If a police charge you, when can you apply for judicial review?
If a police charges you, you can apply for judicial review. If
when can you apply for judicial review?
If a tribunal is acting illegally, you can also apply.
Jim, you're not answering the simple. You're not answering the simple question. When a police charge you, when can you apply for judicial review?
Once you believe that they have breached your constitutional rights, at any point you can challenge the police. You
are incorrect. You are incorrect, Jim.
All right, check it. Somebody can check it.
I don't have to check it. When you are charged, your next move is before the court.
Yeah.
It becomes a criminal.
It becomes a criminal matter then.
It's when you go before the court. You take that matter up.
Yes.
And if the court find you guilty, you can appeal.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yes,
so, Mr. Ingram,
let me ask.
Are you saying that there is some exclusive rights to these politicians? Why they are?
That's what I'm gonna ask.
Hello. Stop it, man. Stop it.
Yeah, take you out of purpose.
Stop it.
No, let me ask. Now a question I'm gonna ask.
Go ahead.
All right. So in a situation like that, with a regular civilian, a regular citizen, and police, and the citizen in their right feels like the procedure to arrest and charge wasn't followed because the police has to follow a procedure, and the judicial review is all about reviewing if that police officer followed the procedure to arrest and charge, right?
Yeah, but judicial review is normally apply for the Supreme Court, but there's a simpler matters can go to an RM court.
Dino, make Jamaican focus ask the question. When him finish up, you answer him, Dino.
So would the person in that situation have a right to seek a judicial review?
All right.
Let me tell you something. If an investigation,
hold on, Jim.
It depends on the nature, as the law says, it depends on the nature of the crime.
Hold on, Dino. Hold on. You're not giving the right answer, Dino. When you are charged by the police, your next move is the court. Charge 1, the court 2. When you go there, that is when the issue of judicial review can come. But when you are charged by the police, you must go before the court. In the case of these situations pertaining to politicians, they are referred to be charged. So during the referral stage, before the actual charge is established, there's a window of judicial review. That's what's happening here.
You can even apply for judicial review during detention. You are that is
the point you're making is what?
No, I'm saying that judicial review can be used as a very broad remedy. If it were to be used,
judicial review cannot be used when you are charged. Judicial review cannot be used when a charge is established. If the charge is established,
but Royal Reid
does judicial review after he was charged.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point, all of you. Judicial review, Joel Reid asked for judicial review after he went before the court.
No,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
No,
because they
During
went to
this
court.
charge.
Yeah,
Charges,
but he was
yeah.
already charged at that point, Mr. Ingram.
Yes,
But
man.
the point I'm making, Jamaica, in focus. When you are charged, your next stage, the next stop
When
is
you are
before the court.
charged, it becomes a criminal matter. So it must go before the
So
So
court.
you
you
are
go
saying
before
you
the
have to
must
go,
go before the court. When you go
you
before
go
the court,
and
then
you decide if you want a review.
at that point you can move if the court decide,
That
you
is-
move
that
to
is
appeal,
correct.
or you can
That is-
ask permission.
Okay,
That is-
okay, I get
that
it.
is
I get
correct.
it.
Thank you.
I get it.
That's the
So
point I'm
I
making.
am saying these men have not been charged. So why the court is accepting judicial review as a remedy? It should be regarded
the law says it is a supervisor. And if you feel say the person charging or bringing charges against, or recommend charge against it.
I like
it's
that
not
term, Dino.
lawfully
Yes,
done. You
I
can
like that
apply for
term,
judicial
Dino.
review.
Supervisory. I like that term. Yes, supervisory. I like that term.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a supervisor. They're basically looking into if to follow the right procedures were followed
Yes.
according to the law that you're being charged under.
Yes.
As
And
I
that
said
is
before,
that is what the
judicial
Prime Minister is
review
doing. That is what the
is
Prime
what-
Minister is doing, and what the other person is doing,
But
and the other
thing,
person is
the
not doing.
law, you must remember the laws are written by men. Men who will give power to go and do it for us. You know? Look, if you look at the certain laws in Jamaica for over the years, a cow get away in your field, you can't pound him, you can't shoot him. Otherwise, you'll be as well a dangerous charge if you shoot the man cow. Because why? Those days, who own cows? And the bigger men in Jamaica own properties with cows.
What if you
Yeah,
can't
the
lick him
laws
up on the road? What if you can't lick him up on the road, Dino?
Yeah. But you know, if the poor man goat or pig get to in your field, one shot
I
and you
kill
done.
man, yeah, baby. Nothing.
You can't eat him. If you eat him, become a criminal charge.
And that
You
is
can't- you
because
can't kill
the
him.
poor man, Dino, that will happen because the poor man did not pursue the matter.
I want to say
Because
something.
they
in
don't
this.
have
The law
the
permits you to destroy the goat or the pig. You can't do it. You can't destroy the cow. You can't pound the cow.
Let me tell you something. The Integrity Commission has not breached natural justice. During the investigative process, the IC would have called the accused men, their attorneys, and they would have been in constant communication.
That is correct.
right?
That is correct.
So
That
the,
is
the
correct.
That
IC
is
has
correct.
not breached any natural justice, so the
You
matter should be
No.
struck down.
You have no standing in saying that, Jim.
Well, I will say, based on the report I've seen, both on Andrew Wallace and Mr. Wheat, I have seen where they were given multiple opportunities
And
to
that is
provide
correct.
whatever
There's a
documentation.
difference. There's a
That is
difference
correct.
going on.
That is
There's a
correct. That
difference
is
going
correct.
on. One is Wheatley did turn up to the interview with his lawyer. Andrew Wallace did not. He refused to.
No, Andrew did turn up once. Andrew turned up once, and then after he started sending him lawyer alone, and then after a while, they just stopped the communication.
Continue the conversation, Sukam. Give me a minute, please.
My
Continue.
position is that if the rules of natural justice was not breached, then there should not be a remedy in judicial review, right? If the accused men were given the opportunity to respond to the allegations and they fail to satisfy the true source of their income, then there is no remedy in judicial review.
No, there isn't, because the onus is still on you to clarify or clear up what was needed to be cleared up before the decision was made for you to be charged.
So I am saying that these lawsuits that the Integrity Commission says is crippling their institution, they have a statutory mandate, and right now in the report that they released, they said that, listen, these lawsuits are having a tremendous impact on their operations. It was said in the report,
Yes,
and it was
and that
deliberately done.
That has to be true. You know, for me, I feel like because of the amount of high number of political representatives we're seeing being referred for illicit enrichment investigations, the amount of charges we're seeing coming out, and also we're seeing a number of other financial crimes. We're seeing more and more people getting thrifty and getting money out of the banks. We need a specific court to deal with these financial crimes. I feel like the court
a specific court needs specifics. I'm gonna need more staff again too.
Let me
Yes,
tell you why.
if that, but if that's what's required, though, Dino, based on us losing 5% of our GDP to corruption, you don't think that's necessary to put in those systems in
No, I'm
place?
not saying it's not.
Because
I'm
we
not
need.
saying it's not necessary. No, I'm saying the going cause
Mhm,
again,
mhm.
and the going. What they're going to go defend is that there's no budget, no budget to do that. You must
Let
remember
me
the cabinet move as a team, And this is the problem with Jamaica, The cabinet move. You remember, before they go to Parliament, every Monday the cabinet meets at Jamaica House, and they go to Parliament on one decision, whether they're right or wrong.
but to hear a judicial review, the applicant should have arguable ground in which there is a realistic prospect of success.
Oh yes, and
So-
if you realize in the Prime Minister's case, that's why they did the judge dash 23 because he has no reason. He has no reason for them the 23 women also. That's
People
garbage.
prove no
The
malice or none of
Integrity
that.
Commission has the lawful authority to make a declaration on these issues. So it is not that they are breaching any laws or overriding their powers or whatever. They are
No, they're not
acting
breaching
within
the
their
act. They're
authority.
acting within their act, the Integrity Commission Act.
So I am saying that these lawsuits are meritless, frivolous, malicious, and vexatious, and the court should not entertain them if there is no arguable grounds or reasonable prospect
But
of
you
success.
can't, unless you go before the court, you can't decide if there's no reasonable grounds. That's for the judge to decide if there's reasonable grounds for you to do it. So
That's why I'm saying that if these men are not charged, then there is a problem going for judicial review because the matter would have not been adjudicated upon the courts.
Once they apply for it, the judge should have meet with them, and the judge should have got through it. Because the judge should have gotten the documents who can go through it and decide, say, man, there's no reason for you for this decision. I'm dismissing it right away so that you can go to trial. But we have too much delays in the system.
And it's slowing up the system, causing further backlog
Of course.
in a system that's already overloaded.
The Minister of Justice over the
Please,
years
remember,
trying to
carry
clean
not
up the
make the
backlog.
late a stamper, the waiting. Please remember.
The Minister of Justice claim he's
As
trying to
soon
clean
as the
the
risk
backlog,
of a
but
bigger, please.
his own colleagues are adding to the backlog.
But he himself recommended these fellow MPs to not put in the information to the Integrity Commission. So what would that do? No further cause for the backlog?
Minister said this Jamaica has been as its worst, believe me, Jamaica
Let me
has
tell you
never
something.
been trying to set this position, but Jamaica is at its worst right now.
The powerful Supreme Court of the United States, once they see a suit is meritless and frivolous, they say
But they wouldn't set it until it come before them. They couldn't make a decision before it come before them. Jim can
Yeah,
go
that's
to
what
talk
we
like
say.
that.
Once they
Hey,
see.
they couldn't make a decision on
No
it before
court,
it come before
court.
them.
I don't think no court in the world have a power to make decision and for a case come before them.
Unless there's
Hey.
a case in court.
So
Yeah,
we can't argue like that. That's
so.
all
But
I'm saying.
the Prime Minister's case is tied up for many years, and from the look at things.
Jim, I am calling on you at this time, Jim. I'm calling at this time. We take time out and examine what we're saying. The powerful Supreme Court to which you refer cannot make a decision unless the matter is before them.
Once they get the application, Mr. Ingram, and they see
Yes,
that
when they get the application, sir, and the matter is constituted before them, properly before them, and the both parties stand before that Supreme Court with their respective attorneys.
No. They strike them down once they get the application. If it
Yes,
is
and
meritless. They don't entertain. They don't entertain
and the striking can only take place. The striking can only take place not even in the United States, but anywhere at all.
Ask Dino to check that
Hold
one.
on.
Ask Dino to check that one.
When the defendant and the plaintiff have a right to speak before a
No,
judge.
they strike them down from the initial
This
application
is what I'm
before
talking
there is
about.
a full court hearing.
You see what I'm talking about here?
No, man, you can ask Dino to
I
check
don't have
right
to check
now.
nothing. I don't have to check anything. Natural justice dictate.
No,
Natural
man, once the
justice
application.
Jim, you need to stop it. Stop it, Jim. Stop.
All right,
Stop.
well, ask
Stop,
Dino
Jim.
to check it
I don't
right
have to
now.
ask nobody. I don't ask Dino. I don't ask Dino nothing. Natural justice dictate that in any tribunal, it's 3 parties. No matter what, no matter where you are, a tribunal constitute 3 parties: a judge, a plaintiff, and a defendant. That's
Yes, but
standard.
what I'm saying is that if the
Don't say it again,
application,
Jim. Don't say it again. Don't say it again, Jim. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. And take time out. Your argument is trident. Your argument is forceful, and of course you have a point. But there are certain things you need to take acknowledgement of. No court can be properly constituted unless the parties are in the court properly. None. No tribunal can be constituted unless that tribunal is properly constituted.
all right, I'll close that argument, Mr. Ingram, but you
Thank you
can
very
check
much,
it.
sir.
You can check.
Jesus have
Does the
mercy.
court strike down cases
No, man.
sometimes based
No,
on
man.
application or full
No, man.
court hearing?
No, man. No, man.
No, everybody's entitled to a hearing. You can't strike out a person like that. But I think in terms of judicial review, it's time for the judges to start see it before it come before the court. And if the first sitting you realize it's not necessary, just tell them the truth that it's not necessary.
Then Dino.
It wastes too
Dino.
much of the court time.
Dino, you remember that in the case of the Prime Minister, it's a 2-part thing. It's 28 and I'll go before the court.
28.
You know. And they strike out
Finally.
25.
Right. I left
Right.
3.
Right.
But these things take too long, Mr. Ingram.
Of course it takes too long, Dino. And that's why I'm calling, and that's why I am called, and because I know, Dino, let us not forget, Dino. Due process is as crucial as the evidence up front. Due process. Nobody, when it comes to due process, it must be acknowledged. Let us not forget that. Due process must be acknowledged. So, in the case of the Prime Minister, that's a precedent, sure. He could, 28 could not have substantiate. What much is going to the review? 23. Only 3 going. 25 was struck out. So we have to just acknowledge basic. And that's why we are saying here now, knowledge, Dino, that the time factor is too much. And there have to be something else.
We're in the court's time, man.
Have to be something else. And Dino, knowing Justice Skikes, I believe he might have something up in his sleeve. I believe he's going to act on it. Because this is now touching governance.
Yeah.
Dino?
Yeah.
This is now touching governance. And you can't, this is not a banana state. This is not a banana state. And Jamaica had never been at this point before. Never. And that's why I find it so ridiculous when I listen to other bloggers come and have a conversation.
Just better these ministers just run like Dr. Burke before go trial, more than stay here and wasting taxpayers' money.
No, I think no, Dino, I think the system now structured, you know. If you come here and have a traffic ticket, you can't left so easy, you know. Then it's something that airport by you. You don't know that?
Man left a ticket, you see here.
No, man, if the court a decision is made, if a decision is made and the matter, you can't left so easy. I have a simple situation the other day, about 3-4 years ago, where I filed a suit in the RM, in Maypen, in the RM. And I don't want to say too much on this, but a circumstance arise where there was a situation in which the person going up for counselor, and the person won't come pay me. Person won't come pay me.
Because it can't go against the person during the campaign.
Won't come pay me.
You're already taking away state funds. You're wasting state funds to go to
Can you imagine, Dino? Can you imagine, Dino? These people are heartless.
And with Nara, the bill proves that if it happens that they go before the court, the state has to pay. The state must pay all them attorney and all these things.
Watch out. No, man. Dino, Jimmy's telling Jack Kingston say he's correct, you know?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. The United States can strike out cases before a full trial. Once they get the filings from both parties
So you're
without a
saying,
full hearing, cases can be
so
stopped.
Jim, you're saying the court before him left in yard in the morning check out something.
No, man. What I'm saying is that if
No,
the court,
hold on, Jim. Did the judge strike it out before leaving the house in the morning?
no, I'm saying that the court can strike out cases without full hearing based upon the applications.
Jim, the same court to which you refer. But it's strict now strike out before the person leave the house in the morning.
I don't know what you mean by the person leaving his house in the morning.
But you say strike out before.
No,
that's
man, I'm saying that applications can be struck without a full hearing, meaning both parties they're live in court.
Hold on. All right. So you come back. Hold on. So you come down now to without a full hearing. Without a full hearing. Hold on now.
Right.
Without a full hearing.
Yes.
So a hearing took place then.
Based upon the filings of the parties, a court can strike down application before there's a full hearing.
Jim,
hold on. So the full.
Jim, hold on. In Jamaica, you see, both parties used to go to court before for what you call about a divorce. It's no longer necessary. No party go to court for divorce nowadays. 4 or 5 judges come together and look at the case and make the decision. So in America, it could be the same thing. When the application is made, a few judges, Supreme Court judges come together, look at the application and make a decision. But that's a trial by judges.
I am amazed when I see certain things sometime, you know. And I heard each other, I heard just at all time. Let us take time out. Morning, Marshall. Take time out and examine what we're saying, because we can be saying something very strident, but we're not saying anything. Because no point.
I see where Jim is going, though, you know.
Where's going? Tell me where he's going, Dino.
Jim is defending the matter that these are the same thing I'm saying. We're wasting too much blooming time and these things.
I am agreeing with that. I am 100% behind that, Dino. I am 100%. I've been saying this before in coming this morning. Me and Foota was here discussing the same point. And we were even saying that we think that Justice Kikes will have to make a decision now because it can't continue like this. But there's no way can a decision be considered before a constituted authority is established.
Yeah.
It cannot be done. Every single person have a legal right.
If Justice Sykes even come up with an idea, all right. 4 of us or 3 of us at Supreme Court decide, look at the matter and make a decision. Do you most likely him have to consult back the minister, which is the Minister of Justice. And when the Minister of Justice realized that this can be against my colleague, imagine we cannot support that.
I'll give you an example how dangerous it is.
No, if Justice decides we have to do some changes because it's wasting the court time and come up with a solution and mention it, because I don't think he can make total decision, you know. Refer to the minister saying in order to cut the backlog, we need to do this and that. For this open case of judicial review, we need to do this. 3 judges come to a conclusion, review it and come to a decision. When you think he go before the minister, would the minister give him that support and that recommendation?
Hold on, Dino. Remember, the court is a arm of government, you know. It's different from the legislators, you know. So
yes,
that discussion with Minister of Justice has nothing to do with the court findings.
Not court findings. I'm saying if we come to trying to find a solution to cut back, because we're getting so much judicial review now, and we're wasting the court time, and he writes a recommendation to the minister, say, why not?
Write a recommendation as the Chief Justice, but not when they sit in court. Not when he sits in court and the decision is taken.
He can't touch whatever this is made by the court. The minister can't touch it.
Beautiful.
Can't touch it.
We're on the same page. I understand it now. Understand it totally now. You see, in having a discussion at all, that's That's what Dino referring to. We have to at all time acknowledge that there's some distinction we have to establish. Yes, Marsha. Marsha, why are you avoiding me these days? You don't come to my platform anymore. Why?
It will be a sad issue of Jamaica if a judge ever make a decision and a minister try to interfere in it. It will be a very sad day in Jamaica.
Can you imagine?
Let me tell you something. The longer an accused man takes to hear his case adjudicated, he has a distinct advantage because one, witnesses' memories fade, right?
True.
And evidentiary material is devalued or depleted the longer the case stays. You know that
is true.
That is true.
That is true.
That is true. In the Reed's case, former education minister.
That is true.
The key witness's driver died, you know. Right? And I'm telling you, I can bet
myself,
you,
Marsha.
I can bet you that Mr. Hugh Wildman, the attorney representing him, is going to challenge Section 31D of the Evidence Act that allow a dead person's statement from being used in court. I bet that he's going to challenge it.